everybody. It's
Welcome to the Bill and Gina house party. Woo!
Hey, we're talking about movement. We're talking about moving. Dancing is moving. So
Is it?
yes, it
What
is.
do you
And
know?
I think we should start the day out getting these people moving and grooving, rocking and rolling. Just a thought. Make them spill their coffee. Anyway, my name's Bill, and I'm a licensed massage therapist, and I pummel for fun and profit.
And I'm Gina. I'm a shiatsu practitioner and a movement teacher.
And you're going to teach us some movement today, yes?
Yeah, we're going to continue with our qigong, a little bit more active, a little more energy building, I think, than some of the stuff we've been doing. And today we're going to do some stuff with the spine, which I think
The spine.
The spine, yeah.
We should do that song about like my backbone, rock my backbone. I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
And you know we will. So.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I'm going to get out of the way and let you get started.
Okay.
Because they are waiting with bated anticipation.
I'm sure they are. All right. So before we start into a brief spinal segment, we're just going to warm up, just get ourselves in the right frame of mind and body. So starting with your feet under your pelvis, weight balanced over the feet, more over the ankle and heel parts of the feet, so that you're not clenching up the front of your legs and scrunching your toes to keep from pitching forward. So just put your weight back a little bit, back your hips up. Drop into the feet. Take some nice breaths into the lower abdomen. With each exhale, you can feel yourself just sink a little bit more into the floor. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw relax. Let the head lift up toward the ceiling. We're going to begin with a few moves called pulling down the heavens. And inhale, open up the lungs, open up the abdomen, and then exhale. Relax the arms. Inhale. Pulling down what is called heavenly chi in through the top of the head, down through the body, into the legs, into the feet. This is more yang, active energy. Inhale. Pulling down from the skull and through the spine, vertebrae, into the sacrum, down the bones of the legs. And if this is first thing you're watching this first thing in the morning as we're doing this, just you can really use this time to just stretch the arms up, stretch through the back, and then come down. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And just let the arms float down. Let your weight sink back into your feet. Just take a moment to let everything settle back down. And then the next one, parting the clouds, we're going to bring the energy up from the bottoms of the feet, up from the earth and through the body. Inhale, palms are face up. Stretching, and then exhale. Relax the arms. In. And out. Breathe in. Exhale. And as you exhale, make sure you let your arms come all the way down. Sink to that still point. Slight pause. Inhale. As we're rushing through our exercises, we tend to take shortcuts. For example, like you might not come all the way down. You just start into the next inhale. But let that breath complete itself. Let the sound of the bell die off before you come to the next move. do one more. Inhale, pull up from the feet, abdomen, chest, arms, fingertips, and then release with the exhale. And then let everything settle. Okay, we're going to do three segments called Swimming Dragon. I'll warm up my hands here. So usually dragon-related moves have to do with the spine and moving the energy of the spine. If you have back issues or if you start to notice back issues as you're doing these moves, really just take it a lot slower. Like sharp pains is really a good indication that you're pushing too far. You can still get the intention of the movement even if you're not doing it as fully as physically. So we're thinking about just moving the spine and then the rest of the body goes with it. So you're beginning with your hands in front of your heart. And the beginning move is you're just pushing one palm into the other, and your body goes slightly in the other direction. And then inhaling back to center, and then exhaling the other way. So just play with this first. Just explore your range of motion as you go side to side. It's helpful, again, if you're dropping your ribs down. If your back is arched and your ribs are thrust out, you're going to feel maybe some more restriction in the back. So just tuck the tailbone under just slightly, and then drop the rib cage and just give your lumbar a little bit more room to move. Just move it side to side. And then if you want, you can also turn your head in the opposite direction, the hands. So we're building up a little bit of tension in the arms here as one hand pushes into the other, which helps to strengthen the arms and support the shoulder. And then inhaling to the center and then exhaling as you push out. So the rib cage is just shifting side to side here, opening up the waist. Think about, when I hear the phrase engage the core, I'm not sure if that's something that everybody understands. It's not so much about tensing up the abdominal muscles, and I think when we think about engaging muscles, that it means locking them up. So I want you to engage your core, but I want you to do it in a way where you're kind of thinking about it, and you're thinking about this, your abdominal muscles supporting or creating this move, if that makes any more sense. All right, so we're going to give a little bit of a twist here. So I'm still going side to side, but now I'm twisting my upper body just slightly. Again, you can turn the head in the opposite direction. Let's do a couple more. Inhale and exhale. And then in and out. And then we'll come back to center. And just shake out your arms for a moment. All right, coming back into this position. I'm going to open my legs up a little bit wider horse stance here. And we're going to make a figure eight with the hands. The center, it's about heart level. And then we're going to bring the hands over. And we're just drawing a figure eight with the arms in the front of the body, and the lower body follows. Again, start off slow, just explore where your range of motion is. So we're involving the shoulders now. The shoulder joints rise and fall. Remember to breathe. And again, we're still pushing one palm into the other. So my right hand pushes into left here, and then vice versa. You keep your elbows up. This is a bit of a warming exercise, as you may be noticing. And breathe, inhale to center, exhale to the side, or just find where your natural breath is, but try not to hold it. And also just be aware of your shoulders tightening up, coming up into your ears. Just let them drop as the hands come down. Do a couple more. One more over to the side, and then come back to center. Okay, now stage 3, a little bit more intense, and if this is too much for you, you can just continue to do phase 2. We're going to do the same motion, but we're dropping down a little bit deeper into the knees, and the 8 is going to be a little bit bigger. So again, just explore where your comfort level is, and your body is basically going to follow the palms. You're going to dive down to one side and come up, down. Leaning the weight over to one foot and then to the other, being careful that my knee's not going way over my toes. I'm kind of still in a little bit of a squat position, so I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my knee joints. And then really pushing up with the strength of the legs as I come up, pushing down through the heel, and then dropping down. Do I look like a dragon?
I'm not going there.
Uh-oh. If you're attempting this, you may be thinking of me tomorrow.
Why? What's going to happen?
Well, you may notice your legs talking to you, and oh yeah, Gina. And keep your breath nice and full. Inhale, rise up, exhale, drop down. Pushing the palms together, keeping the arms strong. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, and come back to center. And shake out the arms. I'll do a little bit of a low back massage. It's the muscles that come down from the rib cage to the pelvis. We just get a little percussion there, a little rubbing over the sacrum. Backs of the legs. Okay, and now we'll just bring ourselves back to center. We're going to close and return to a state of calmness and being grounded again. Just bring the hands up. We're going to come to about chin level here. Inhale and exhale. And breathing in nice fresh air. Exhaling, releasing any tension in the body, dropping it down. Cooling off. One more breath in and and exhale. And letting the chi settle into the feet, into the lower abdomen. Take some normal breaths. And there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed that. And if you've incurred any aches and pains with that, call Bill.
When in doubt, blame Bill. That's the motto, right?
Yeah, we all know that, right?
Those moves, particularly the one where you had us in the lower stance and doing the figure 8, was really good for my low back.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good exercise for people with low back issues, as long as I guess they go easy.
Yeah,
right?
and normally when I introduce that into a class, we do a lot of other warming up, loosening up stuff. I wouldn't just throw you into that move because it can be really intense.
Like first thing at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
but we're trying to get viewers here, so
get them up and moving. But I like it. It engages the core, like you said, but not in that rigid, tightening, strengthening. People always strive, need to strengthen my core. And so many times that might be the worst thing for you. If those muscles are out of balance, you may not want to strengthen them. You want to open them and loosen them.
Yeah, and that gets into a whole conversation about what does strength mean and what does weakness mean, because weakness can come from something already being so tight, it's not available to support. It's because it's too locked up. So yeah, in that move, it's hard to describe the difference, like when you're bending over and you're just like letting gravity take your upper body, or you're allowing the abdominal muscles to regulate the movement and stay engaged.
Right.
But it's not locking it up and then trying to move.
Well, speaking of engaging, we should let these folks engage with the rest of their day.
So go on with your bad selves.
Today's thought of the day comes from Pindar. Ofttimes a man, too distrustful of his strength, fails to secure what is rightfully his, being dragged backward by a spirit deficient in courage. Or as my supervisor used to say, fortune favors the bold.
But blessed are the meek. So
Meek doesn't mean you don't have to be. Okay, we're going to go talk about this. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here Friday, 7:30 a.m. Peace.
Woo-hoo.